Good evening, Namaskar. This is Ashraf Khan. We are in Trafalgar Square right now in the UK, in London. And the Cockroach Janata Party movement that has started in India, deep-rooted, Dharmendra Pradhan had to resign. It took right from the, every state, cities like Bombay, Surat, Chennai, Vadodara, Ahmedabad, Calcutta, straight to the Delhi, Jantar Mantar, uprooted the education minister, Dharmendra Pradhan. And now it's going worldwide, not just London, it's in the United Kingdom, Netherlands, United States of America, Europe, everywhere. Now, there are different chapters to it. We've got SFI, the Students' Federation of India, and a member, the secretary of the UK team of SFI, Sumia. We'll talk to her and we'll try to know what exactly the movement they are connected to, why they had a gathering here, and what exactly happened. Did it serve the purpose?
Thanks, Ashraf. Yes, so I'm from the SFI UK unit, and we are connected in the struggle for education for all, jobs for all. So when the comments were made by the CJI calling the unemployed youth of the country cockroaches, it was an attack on all students from India, regardless of where they are currently based. And we saw how since the day of the NEET paper leak, our comrades back home in India had been resisting and had been raising their voice against this from 12th of May. And then we saw how the movement sort of spread across India, and it is only our duty as students to sort of lend that solidarity regardless of where we are based. So in May, we held demonstrations across cities here in the UK. Of course, the turnout was much smaller at the time because it wasn't being talked about on social media as much. But then, since the formation of the Cockroach Janata Party, of course, it went very viral. And this is a movement that, as you said, has led to the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan, and it has really afflicted harm. There's this harm that has caused in the minds of the students, the minds of the people, which is why they've come out in thousands and thousands of numbers on the street. And so when we put out calls for holding protests here in the UK to lend international solidarity to the movement taking place back home, we had an overwhelming response from the students across cities. In the last 10 days, we have held demonstrations in London, Leeds, Liverpool, Manchester, Glasgow, Edinburgh, across the UK, and it has been attended by thousands of students and working people here in the UK from India. And I think everyone just wants to come together to lend international solidarity to the movement that is taking place home, and that is what has brought all of us together here. And we're not satisfied with just the resignation of this minister, because the rot is much...
Exactly, my question is that, next coming to that. Satisfaction. Do you think Dharmendra Pradhan resigning would serve the purpose?
It doesn't, because the next minister who is being appointed is from the same party, from
And
the same
he's literate as well.
The ideology is the same. So really what we are looking for, what we are demanding is for structural reforms. We as SFI have been demanding for scrapping the NTA, the National Testing Agency. We have been demanding for scrapping the National Education Policy. And our student activists back home have been fighting this long fight since 2017. This is not a new fight for us. We've been at the forefront of this movement from the very beginning. And this is something that we will keep demanding for until it is accepted, until the students of India receive this response from the government.
Ballots gun on the students in Jantar. A 12-year-old, I've not confirmed his death, was beaten up and died. So how do you see this, the brutality? Because students, they don't matter what their age, their concern, their background is. They just see them as targets. They're using Delhi police, it might be next police, Mumbai police or some other police. Do you think the students agitating together would serve a purpose that will lend a hand in Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, next is India?
The student movement in India has a long legacy, a long tradition. Left progressive organizations like SFI have been mobilizing students on the issues of education and employment for a very long time. I'm very proud to be part of this tradition, and I am sure that this struggle will move forward. It has galvanized a large section of the youth through the movement that took place, and it has gained a lot of momentum since the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan. So we will keep demanding, we will keep fighting for our rights to education, so that every single student in the country has this right, that it is not concentrated in the hands of
kids today. Yeah? You've got solidarity globally. What's your message from, as a student or as a member of SFI, to the students in solidarity globally?
We are very inspired by the fight, the formidable resolve with which they have fought on the streets of India over the last 1 month. On the 20th of July, we saw the kind of police brutality that was imposed on the students, and they continued to resist. So our message is that we are very inspired, and we will continue to lend international solidarity as Indian students, and we will continue to amplify the voices of the student struggle taking place. And yeah, we will keep demanding. We will not shut up.
Well, best of luck for that, Shamya. Lots of goodness.
Thank you so much.
That was Shamya from SFI. Agitate, organize. These are the words from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar when he started the revolution for constitutional reforms in India. There are many leaders like Kamaraj, Abdul Kalam, and Shastri, many leaders, Mahatma Gandhi from Gujarat. So this is not the Gujarat you heard from Amit Shah or Modi's Gujarat. Gujarat is soil that has given Sardar Patel and Mahatma Gandhi as well. So revolution is something that always gives birth to reform, education, and good social activism. Ashraf Khan, thank you.
Bye.